So I understand the importance of like choosing the right partner, right, to partner with in business. Okay, and that will fundamentally give you. You may not make millions yet. Okay, at least it gives you a peace of mind while you're going about, you know, promoting about the business or the products. It gives you a peace of mind. You can sleep better, right? Because of of this partnership. Okay, or rather you are just about the gains, right? Then sometime down the road it doesn't last because the thing collapse, end up with become a scam or a scandal, right? Like this one. So now what I'm trying to say here is this, right? In any industry, it's never about the industry problem. It's always about the human problem that causes put a bad light on the industry. It's the same with network marketing, and in fact, affiliate marketing copy a very old industry, which is what we call network marketing. It started about 80 years ago after World War II. Right? This idea of direct selling was invented by this Harvard business student, right, while writing their thesis to help the U.S. economy after the war, because it was a very depressed economy, right? The morale was all-time low, right? There wasn't a lot of job opportunities or income creating opportunities. So that's why these two Harvard business students were writing their thesis, right, for their masters, right? And they came out the idea of why not become a prosumer. So anyway, you need to use daily products, right? So why not you at the same time by word of mouth recommendations, right? You do that, and of course before that you have an agreement with the supplier, and the supplier agree to share a bit of profit with you for doing that, putting in the effort by word of mouth recommendations. So it's a very old form of the most interesting and in fact amusing to me part for people that hated the industry, right? You are also doing such things every day. It's just that you didn't know it is this thing, and then yet you hate it, right? You hate the idea of it. You hate the idea of network marketing, but in fact you are doing it every day, right? Unknowingly, right? So now back to the affiliate marketing part. I'm just concerned that it will make this you know it blow this thing up so much that it causes the social acceptance of affiliate marketing, affiliate marketer, influencer to have a bad light, right? And it's bad for business. And the authority step in, that means you are going to have a smaller cut in your profit, because the authority will come in with this this arrangement that you have to go and apply for licensing. So that means you have to pay the authorities that set up this. They are going to be the one making money out from this arrangement, right? Right. For example, so-called the licensing thing, to say that you have to go for whatever it is, to be regulated. So anything that is regulated, you have to pay, right? You have to pay. So this one will eat into the cost of marketing the products now, because it was regulated. So these are all linked together. So when things are very freestyle, free and easy, people took it for granted and abuse it. It's always the case. It happens with any kind of industry when they start to be going uptrend, when they are so-called not regulated. Because many people that participated in it don't have the common sense to look ahead. Then you have authorities stepping in, regulating you, and it will cost you not only the reputation, the trust. You have a smaller profit now because you have to pay for all these regulatory measures that was put in place, right? Well, in the first place, you shouldn't have abused it. It's always the case. It happens with any industry. Now, of course, I'm not an expert with like traditional businesses. Okay, I shouldn't comment on that. Okay, however, the similarity is out there, right? Network marketing and affiliate marketing, they're very similar at the front end. Yeah, but actually promoting and marketing someone else's product, plain and simple. Nothing to argue about. You are just, promoting someone else's products that you don't own. You don't have a lot of say. You don't have authority over the products, right? You are just a marketer. In fact, in a lot of small businesses, traditional businesses, you are also selling someone else's product. You don't manufacture it, especially nowadays. You don't have to, because they are saturated of good products in the market, right? The wholesaler can't wait for you to push it out to you, right? You order in bulk and bring it over to your warehouse and you start selling it, and you call yourself a seller, right? Unknown to ignorant consumers, right? If they have no awareness about the distribution channel, about um, in our economy, right? About consumables, right? So this is just a thing, right? So you have so much cost involved because of all these regulatory measures put in place over the traditional business. That's why you have to pay so much. So, and also this evolved into more popularity in directly buying from the supplier, right? This is called direct sales, just like that, right? That's why and with the internet help, it accelerate this acceptance for you to buy direct from the supplier, right? So now with so much issues coming up, right, from affiliate marketing, right, with the influencer, right? So if we continue to abuse this income generating, you are going to feel the pain sometime down the road, right? When you abuse it, okay? When you abuse it, right? When you abuse, you're going to suffer the pain in the future, right? So don't take opportunities for granted. Don't let foolishness, okay, cause this, right, for you in the future. And for people that are passionate in growing such a business, like myself, right, it becomes bad for business. You know what I mean? Right? Right? Bad for business. You have to try a lot harder to build trust now, right? Although you are not the cause of it, it's the other irresponsible, right, seller, marketers, right, causes this issue, right? So the way to, right, to make differences, right, in my opinion, right, as a coach, right, is to begin with the very uh like slow process of educating as many people as we can, so that we bring up the level of awareness, not just the marketer themselves, but at the same time with the consumers, right? So that they don't get misinformation about the industry, right? Okay. So yeah, we are people that are passionate. We saw a lot of potential with such kind of industry for regular people, right? That's why to begin with, I'm like involved with such kind of industry, right? For 10 years now and counting, right? And we are the people that are passionate about it. So that's why I do my part, because we study this kind of thing. We are day in day out, on the ground, right? Involved in such kind of activities, right? So we have a greater degree in business. No, it doesn't. You don't learn that in the school, in the traditional schooling system. Everything is in the social university. That means in the society, right? So for people like us, that we want to uphold the good ethics as a marketer, okay, as a business owner, right? Okay, so people like us, it's not just me alone. There are many good people out there. We are doing our part to help to raise the professionalism, raise the level of awareness, okay, to educate, right, to educate the market, right, to understand, so that they don't have misinformation, right? They don't have misinformation about the industry, right? So it will bound to happen, right? Right? Believe me, it will bound to happen if this kind of uh the negative, right? Negative impact is going to become an uptrend, right? Believe me, the authorities will step in and control lots of things. And you don't want that. It's supposed to be a freestyle business,